Hello, Dr. Cinema again. If you keep up with my channel, you will see that I just uploaded a play-by-play review of Army of Darkness, the third Evil Dead movie. And, I've been thinking, we have four film installments. The very first one, the second one, which some claim is better than the first, then we have Army of Darkness, which is probably the strangest one, the remake, which is surprisingly good, and of course we have the TV show. But like I've said in that review, I have not seen the TV show Ash vs. Evil Dead. But that's not really the topic of conversation for this video. Today, I want to rank the four films of the Evil Dead franchise. No, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's the Evil Dead franchise. There's literally not a bad installment, which is surprising. So, without further ado, let's get right down to it. Number 4 of 4, the 2013 Evil Dead remake. Now, like I said before, this one was surprisingly good. It centers not on the Ash and his friends, but on a new group of people, a group of friends that go up to a cabin to help the main character, a female, go through deep withdrawal. And of course, the Book of the Dead gets read aloud, and the Deadites show up. It takes a very different, dark turn with this. I mean, they're up there to help their friend detox, which gives them much more, what's real and what isn't real kind of viewpoint. And the kills feels a lot more real and gruesome than in the original, which was really more of like a humoristic kind of approach. And this remake was actually so good by itself that when it did sort of like give a little wink to the original, people were like, oh yeah, this is a remake. Forgot about that. Back to the action. Now, of course, since this is a remake, it's probably not going to get the same kind of love as the original films, but it's still a pretty good movie, actually. I actually rank it as one of the 13 best new films of the new era of horror movies, so check it out. Now let's go on to number 3, the original Evil Dead. Now, let me explain. The original Evil Dead is a classic, both cult and horror. I mean, it gave us one of the most iconic heroes of all time, Ash Williams. Ash Williams, the badass, chainsaw wielding, shotgun shooting, one-liner spitting badass. However, that's not the Ash we get in the first film. In fact, in this film, he's called Ash Lee, and it's really more of like the kind of awkward, a little bit cowardly guy that only survives because you don't expect him to survive. He does fight back, but not in a way where you root for him. Now, of course, he actually turns to the badass in the second and third films, but that's pretty much sort of like the main reason why this film isn't really the best one, because it doesn't give us the hero that we all know and love today. But it's still a very good film. So, of course, watch it. Now let's go to the number 2 spot. Now, this was difficult deciding which one was the best, because the second film is one where we see Ash as he is known today, but the third one has all the majority of the quotable lines. Having said that, the number 2 spot goes to Army of Darkness. I mean, it's fun, it's over the top, it's great, but it's still not what we immediately think of when we hear Evil Dead. Still one hell of a movie, though. And of course, number 1 is Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. This is the one that people think of when they talk about Evil Dead. The chainsaw wielding madman that is Ash Williams, him fighting off the Deadites, the stop motion, the splatter stick, a combination of slapstick comedy and body horror. It's everything that we think of when we hear Evil Dead. I gotta say, this franchise is really impressive. There's not a bad installment. Now, like I said, I haven't actually seen the TV show, so I can't say how good that is. And apparently there is at least one comic book series, maybe a couple, but I really haven't read any of those. But as far as the movies go, it is one of the best franchises, in my opinion, that I have ever seen. What do you think about the Evil Dead movies? Comment down below with your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. See you next time.